Alright, so this time I'll teach you about the other elements, which are the resources, path networks, and just the resources and path networks first. And after that, after this lesson, I'm gonna introduce to you the how to do shift and break. So also I'm gonna introduce attributes and variables. Attributes for the cycle time and variables for the counter. So first, since as you can see, you really have to work the processes first, like the basic processes, the leap, location, entity, arrival, and processing before you can move on to the other model elements just to make sure that it will work. So, okay, let's stop it. Right. So let's go to the resources and add some resource 1, resource 2, resource 3. Right, so now you have defined the resources. You can go to Path Network and you can type whatever you want for the name, but I like to do this. I like to name it like this. And make sure that since your RS required the time is 0.1 minute, so you need to change it to time. And then in Path, you can now define it. So you click it there and then double click it there, and after that you need to click in here. That's for the whip B, to connect it to whip B. So basically um, this node in here, it connects the raw material storage, and then this second node in here, this second point in here, it will connect to the machine 1, and this second point in here, it will connect to whip A, or work in progress A. And so you need to change the time to 0.1. Then and you need to add another path. You have to make sure that you will double click it, and then after that click it again, and then click it to this node at this point, and then same goes to here, there. So we have defined the resource 1 net. Now we'll go to the interface. So like I said, the node 1, it will connect the raw materials. So that is why there is like a breaking, yeah, a broken lines. It connects to the raw materials. And for node 2, it will connect to machine 1. And node 3 connects to work in progress 1. And node 4, it will connect to the machine 2. And node 5, it will connect to machine 3. But actually if you click the wrong one, it will look like this. As you can see, like it's not the right one because you can visually see it. So you just need to correct it again, then change it to an A3. And after defining that, you can go back to resources and then go to specs, and then click resource 1 net for resource 1, and click return home if idle. So as you can see, there is already a there is that's the resource 1. So go back to path network again just to make sure that everything is okay. And as you can see, I haven't changed the other into 0.1 minute. So you really have to make sure that the time is defined correctly, as it will affect the process times in your model. Okay, so let's try After that, after defining the resources and path network, don't forget to go to processing, and then um, this one in here, you can now change the move for 1 minute to move with. So let's try to just click the hammer, then move with source one. Don't click then free, so that the entity or the resource will just the resources will just stay on the machine while it's being used. So don't click then free, because if you click then free, even if the machine has raw materials, the resource will leave it there. So we want the resources to stay on the machine as it processes the raw materials. And in here, you can do the move with and free, because we don't need the resources to stay on the WIP A storage. Let's try to see if it's correct now. Right, as you can see, it just that's the reason why we define it move. We code it with move with, and there's no then free, so that it will just stay in the area as it processes the raw material. But what we want is we need three men to work on the on machine A's. So, all right, so you can see there are now three men or three operators. It will just stay on the area as it processes the raw materials. And then that's on whip A, it will free the raw materials. That's why we use move with then free. You can also add on the location, this one, status line. So we really can see if the machine is being used, and we can visualize that uh, the machine is being used. All right. So as you can see, it will never leave the machine unless it turns blue. Mhm. Now, let's just do the same on all the other machines. So you need to go to resources again, and I've already defined resource 2. So I'll go to path network and then define paths. I don't know how to pronounce it with S. Like I said, don't forget to double click it, because just don't forget. And then the time as well. Don't forget to change it to 0.1. I 0.1 is just what Sir Aris told us to write. But if Sir Aris told you to write something else, then you can change it to 0.2 or whatsoever he might say. And for interface, you just need to connect it again. And for node 1, to connect to WIP 1. Alright. And for node 2, connects to machine B1, as you can see. And for node 3, connects to B2. And node 4 connects to MB2. Alright, perfect. So what we do again is we'll go back to resources, and you need to go to specs again, then click resource to net and return home if idle. And let's just do the same thing with the others. Uh, let's go back to resources and path network. I want to do it all right now. Double click, click again, double click, and must be 0 0.01 and 0 0.1, and interface node 1 connects to VIP 2, node 2 connects to machine C1, and node 3 connects to product storage. And then here we go. So we'll go back to the processing, and then where was our last stop? Okay, so here I'm gonna show you what will happen if you will include move with then free. So in here, let me just add a status light um, in here so we can see the status of the machines, right? So go back to processing again, and let's see if what will happen. All right, I haven't defined the number of resources yet. So see, as you can see, even if it turned green, the resource, leave it there. So what we want is that the resources will just stay as the status is processing or 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 green. So like Sir Ari said, you need to delete then free, so it will stay in there as the status is green. Mm-hmm. And now, last but not the least, is the source 3 net. Turn home idle and go back to processing. And where was our last stop? Okay, in here. So it's the resource 3 machine. Don't click then free. Okay, haven't pasted I haven't pasted it. So in here you need to put then free. Alright, we're done. Let's see it. I haven't put a status light on the third machine. Actually, it's just a preference. You don't need to put a status light. It it is not required, but I just like to put it that way. Mm-hmm. So okay, so we're done with the path network and resources. Next time on my next video, I will discuss how to use variables and attributes. And on another video, I will introduce how to use shift assign and shift define. Alright, bye for now.